We know that hands-on learning provides students with the opportunity to create, problem solve, and retain information in a dynamic way. But today, we want to introduce you to a school community that takes hands-on learning to a new level. It's the ideal scenario for bringing real-world learning to life through hands-on and heartfelt experiences.
Hi, my name is Holly Hallman, and I teach 7th grade math at Wendover Middle School in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. I also came up with the idea for the project called the Chemo Comfort Care Totes Project. This project started 5 years ago now, and it started as a way for college-age kids that my husband was coaching at Pitt of Greensburg. I figured that using chemotherapy patients as a community outreach was something that would hit home for a lot of people, because pretty much everyone that I know has been affected by some form of loss. So over the years, the project has grown from the first year where we had 46 sponsorships and has moved into this year, which we have 430. I hope that through developing it as a nonprofit here in the coming months, we can hopefully branch out into different counties and just make it more of an impact on a whole bunch more people.
People with cancer that's getting to chemotherapy, we make the totes for them, and it makes them feel like someone's with them through the chemo.
Someone's thinking of them right now when they're through hard times.
It makes them feel happy knowing that someone's with them, helping them push through instead of giving up.
It makes me feel good about myself when I know somebody's getting something when they're going through a rough time. It helps them through, because my grandma used to have cancer, and I knew when I showed up there, it made her day, so I know what it's like.
This project has inspired us to do so much more around our community and help those in need. It has not only shown us the love and support our community has for one another, but the lengths we are willing to go to make sure the patients know we are there for them.
One year, Mrs. Hallman came to me and asked if my students would be interested in including a recipe card as part of the tote bags. I took the idea back to my students, and in addition to creating recipes, they also wanted to decorate the recipe cards and put an inspiring and hopeful message to the recipient on the back. This has been such an incredible opportunity for my students. We've made so many meaningful connections, talking about how food connects us all, and also how special certain recipes can be. They are worth way more than just the ingredients and amounts that are listed on the recipe card. We're also able to talk about individuals who are undergoing chemo treatments, nutrition-wise, what would be best for their bodies, what types of textures and tastes they prefer, and also considering the time and the level of the recipe that we are including in the tote bags. And it's so inspiring as a teacher to be able to watch my students not only serve their community, but also make meaningful connections right here in our classes.
So whenever Holly talked with our team about, not having a place to pack the totes, we thought, how could we do this at school? So we decided on how many we needed to be able to pack. And once we realized that we wanted to use 300, then we set a goal of having 100 totes packed for each one of our 80-minute math classes. So our two groups of kids got together, and they were the ones who actually packed the totes.
I was really, really happy to take part in the activity, the Chemo Tote Project, which is something that really hits close home to me, being a cancer survivor. But I want to talk a little bit about what our class actually did that day. And the 7th graders in social studies that day actually were looking at the standard of community or civic participation. As a citizen, what responsibilities do you have to helping other people? I loved actually being able to tie in that, cancer obviously affects most people's families in the room. And when I asked, hey, how many people in here has cancer affected your family? Pretty much every hand was up. So being part of a project like this is really, really important. We can help other people in ways that to us might not even seem like you're really doing a lot. but really, it makes a huge impact on them. And I think a project like Chemo Toad Project is something where, yeah, you're helping them in a way that you may not even meet the person that receives that tote, but it has a huge impact on them. Your kindness, the lesson of giving, is something that I hope the students take away, from this. I'm hoping that they realize that by paying it forward, it's still a great thing to do, and certainly helps everybody, including the person that's the giving.
Real-world learning can take many forms, from understanding how to file your taxes to understanding the impact that one can have directly within their community. Inspire your students to make an impact in their community by integrating EVERFI's real-world resources such as Vault Understanding Money, Venture, Entrepreneurial Expedition, Honor Code, and more. Grab these resources all at no cost by visiting everfi.com/K-12. And while you're here, be sure to like and share this video and subscribe to our LearnOn channel for more educational content.